Revelations today, but I'm also coming from the Old Testament, 1 Samuel, the 17th chapter and the 42nd verse, where it says, "And when the Philistines looked about and saw David, he disdained him, for he was but a youth and ruddy and of fair countenance." And you heard the New Testament reading Matthew 5, 1 through 12. In the 5th chapter of Matthew, Jesus is talking to his disciples, and it is the introduction to the Sermon on the Mount. But if you go back to the 4th chapter, that is when Jesus was fasting for 40 days and for 40 nights, and he was tempted by Satan, right? So he was tempted. So he completes this fast, and if you've ever been on a fast, you know that once that fast is over, it's like an enlightenment period, right? You get some kind of enlightening, or something happens that you're like, oh wow, my prayer's been answered, or I have direction, or something is happening in your life. So after these 40 days and 40 nights is when Jesus preaches for the first time, right? So what's so important about that? The first major sermon is the Sermon on the Mount, and the first thing that he shares with the disciples and the crowd is about your attitude, how you live your life. And that's like the foundation for how we should be living our lives. So why is this so important? To me, like when I go to a restaurant, when I go out to eat, I'm always asking my husband, what time does the restaurant open? Is it open at 10 a.m. or is it an evening restaurant that opens at 4? Because I want the fresh food. I want the first fruits. Yes. When you get that first fruit, it's fresh. You feel like it's just been prepped and prepared and ready to go. So Jesus was giving us that fresh fruit straight off of his fast. And it's also presented in the first book of the New Testament. So everything here is a first. Yes. So I just thought that was interesting. So I want everything fresh. I don't know about you, but I want that first fruit, what's fresh and what's good and juicy and sweet or whatever it is. And that's what he's given us in these Beatitudes. So we have to remember that he fasted and he prayed, and this is what he gave us, the Beatitudes. So what is an attitude? Sometimes I tell my son, I say, look, you have an attitude. And when we look that up, there's a North American definition of attitude which says you're uncooperative. You have uncooperative behavior, or you're resentful, or you have an antagonistic manner. So sometimes we say you have an attitude, right? But then also attitude is that settled way of thinking. It's that mindset of feeling about someone, yourself, or something that's reflected in your behavior. And you're settled in it. So if you're settled in something, it's grounded in your spirit. And so what Jesus is telling us is these are the attitudes that we should have. So it requires a paradigm shift. When I'm looking at the attitudes, and I hope you look at them the same today, with me, we need to shift. We need to shift our attitudes. We need to change how we think, or change your assumptions of what's in the Beatitudes. So in those Beatitudes, and I remember learning these Beatitudes in the Vacation Bible School, we had to memorize them. We had to memorize these. There's a good thing and there's a bad thing about memorizing things. You can memorize it so you can spurt it out, but do you actually know what it's saying? Do you actually know what it means? So sometimes you have to dig deep and say, what does this mean? So I've looked at, blessed are the poor in spirit. This seems to get people all the time. Like, oh, you have to be poor to go to heaven. No. It says, blessed are the poor in spirit. Are you spiritually poor? Poverty is not just a physical condition, it's a spiritual one. And so I believe God is saying, if you understand that nature of poverty, you will be blessed. Some say that poverty is the negative side of faith. Others say it's understanding your unworthiness. Because you're not worthy. None of us are worthy to receive, right? We're not worthy, but Jesus came to save us all. So being poor in spirit is to be oppressed, if you will, afflicted, and maybe a little miserable. And I think we've all gone through that in life, where we can see an area of our lives where we feel that way. In order to get to heaven, you have to understand true poverty and the poverty mindset. Anybody there? Anybody there? Okay. Yeah, help me out here. You know, if I'm making sense. All right, so then he talks about blessed are those who mourn. I think we understand that. God said he came to heal the brokenhearted. So when you're mourning, whether it's in grief or you're mourning over a situation, a person, a marriage, whatever the case may be, God came as a comforter to comforters, or Jesus came as a comforter, and he gives us comfort. And he said he's going to heal us. And it says, blessed are the meek. And when people think of meekness, they say, oh, there's somebody who's quiet. No, we're talking about someone who's humble, somebody who is gentle. Because in that gentleness, you will find confidence in the power of God. That's where you find your confidence in your gentleness, in your humbleness. So when you think about it, this is for the graduates, people say, oh, I have a degree in this and I have a degree in that. That's great. I'm all for degrees. I'm all for that. I love school. I'm all for that. But where's your heart? Are you humble? Are you really open to God and what he needs for you? We don't want to hear, we can hear it, but we don't need to know about your degrees. We don't need to know that you have experience in X, Y, Z. What we want to know is who you are as a person. Yes. And are you humble? So when you get your education, go to college or whatever you're going to do and start a business or whatever, it's your heart that matters. Are you humble? Because when you're humble, that's when your strength and your true power comes forth through Jesus Christ. All right. And then he said, blessed are those who hunger and thirst for him, right? Yes. There's a hunger and there's a thirst. That should be there every day. He needs to satisfy our hearts, but we have to be hungry for him. So we're not talking about the physical hunger. We're talking about that spiritual hunger. When you wake up, are you hungry to hear from the Lord? Are you praying? Are you fasting? When you go to bed, whatever, all throughout the day, it says, pray without ceasing. Yes. Are you there every day? Are you hungering and thirsting to hear from the Lord? And another one that I really enjoy is about showing mercy. Are you going to show love and mercy? He says that if you show love and mercy, you will be shown mercy. And I think that's hard for us sometimes. I think it's easy for us, we want God to forgive us for everything that we've done and show us mercy. But have you shown your brother mercy? Amen. Have you shown your neighbor mercy? Amen. Have you shown your sister mercy? Have you shown your leaders at your church or at your workplace mercy? Sometimes you have to show mercy. And that takes you to the next level where you will receive that mercy and love that you so desire. Now, blessed are the pure in heart. And I think this is very important. God is concerned about your heart. Yes. He came to change your heart. Our hearts are where everything starts. Your mind, your thoughts, your actions, it begins in your heart. So he came so that he could purify our hearts. So blessed are the pure in heart. What does that mean exactly? How do you know if you're pure in heart? What are your motives? Are your motives to hunger and thirst for God? Or are your motives to show? To be out there as a show person or to be seen? That lets you know, are you pure in heart? And that's all he desires of us, to really be pure in heart. And it says, blessed are the peacemakers. To make peace, you must trust God like a child. Yes. You must trust God like a child. It's easy for my nieces and nephews and my son to say, oh yes, God is real, and I believe he's going to do what he says he's going to do. But then a 50-year-old doesn't have that same ease of understanding the truth in God. So we have to think like a child. It's so easy for the children. We have to think like children and believe and trust in God and use that trust to become peacemakers in our communities and in our workplaces, wherever we may go. But you have to believe like a child. And it has to take you back sometimes like that. Because we have so much going on in our heads, so much going on because we've lived life, that sometimes we forget to take a step back and just say, God can handle it, Jesus is real, thank you, Jesus, and let it go. Yes. But the children can do it quite easily. Yes. They're like, I know that's going to happen because I believe in God. Amen. And they said, blessed are those who are persecuted. So now we get down to the point where you say, now you've changed, hopefully these are the guidelines for you to live, but now, recognize this, the world is not all about you. There are going to be people who are distractions in your life, and people that are going to confront you. People are going to talk about you. People are going to lie about you. People are going to do all kinds of things to hurt you, to harm you. And that there will always be forces not only against you, but against God. So when you're in college, for example, you get judged all the time for being a Christian. Oh, yes. That's just a They were judging her. They were judging her. She wanted to change her life, but they judged her. So when you're in college or wherever you go, just be ready. Be ready for that judgment. That's just a reality that it is. People want to judge you for your belief system. But you have to have that foundation and that strength and know that people are going to come behind, that people are going to do that. So when I reflected on those Beatitudes, I thought about one of my favorite people in the Bible, King David. And I thought about what does the Beatitudes have to do with King David? It's like I woke up one morning and I was like, man, does King David have anything to do with the Beatitudes? I was like, no. But then the answer was yes. So if you look in the book of Psalms, David has the Beatitudes all throughout Psalms. All throughout Psalms. So why is this important? I'm going to get to that in a minute. But all throughout Psalms, there are themes that prepare you for your attitude that align with the Beatitudes. So David was a psalmist. He was burdened. If you look throughout the Psalms, he's like, oh my God, help me. And he's burdened with man's unhappiness all throughout the Psalms, right? But also he was this powerful leader. He started out as this little boy, maybe 13, 14, 15, when he fought Goliath. So he fought this giant, and as a child, he said, I can do it. He was like, I can do that. That's not a big deal. Nobody else wanted to fight him. And he said, I can do it. It's no big deal. So he started out as this little child. He fought Goliath. 15, 16 years later, at 30, he became the king. So all throughout this, he was a powerful, he was fighting all these people all throughout this. He became the king, and then he had a mighty kingdom. And then, throughout this process, he's writing Psalms. He's a psalmist. He's writing about people's oppression. He's writing about the wars and the trials of all the people. But he's saying, where's the answer? I know God is there, but where's the answer? So when Jesus came, get this, when Jesus came and delivered the Sermon on the Mount, the Beatitudes, God said, that's your answer. Jesus came to save you. Jesus is the answer. They had all those problems in the Old Testament. All they said is, God, why? Why is this happening? And Jesus completed it. So some say that the Psalms, the parts of the Psalms of the Beatitudes, are the preparation for Jesus to come and complete. He was always the completer. He came in to complete things. So there's some people that just believe in the New Testament. I say, well, it still connects to the Old Testament, so you might want to read the Old Testament as well, because they're connected. So David was a man after God's own heart. We know about Jesus. Jesus is God's son, but David was a man after God's own heart. There's no one else in the Bible, I believe, that has that definition. So you can see the people that God chose to deliver a message to the people. So when you look at Matthew 5:3, blessed are the poor in spirit, David says this, as for me, I'm poor and needy, but the Lord takes thought for me. You are my help and my deliverer. Do not delay, O God. You are my help. O Lord, do not delay. Because your love is good, for I am poor and needy, and my heart is stricken within me. So he's begging out to the Lord here. Again, saying how poor he is in spirit and asking for relief. And then when you look at him, he's talking about mourning. He said, you have turned my mourning into dancing. This is David. He said, you have turned my mourning into dancing. And what does Jesus say? Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. And then David says, I am but meek, but the meek shall inherit the land and delight themselves in abundant peace. And Jesus says, blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. And David says, oh God, you are my God. Earnestly I seek you. My soul thirsts for you, and my flesh faints for you. And Jesus says, blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they shall be satisfied. And David says, oh, you merciful God, show us yourself merciful. With the blameless man, you show yourself blameless. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall receive mercy. So all throughout the psalm, David is asking for this relief, and Jesus comes and provides that relief. And there's more and more, but I'm going to go down to the last one, and he says, oh Lord, my God, if you do take refuge, save me from all of my pursuers and deliver me. So, he he was fighting these battles. He needed to be protected. And what did Jesus say? Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of God. So what is the point here? Why did David talk about all this in Psalm? Jesus completed it. What is that relevance to us today? If you keep reading in the book of Matthew, this is the relevance that I found. But first of all, are you like David? Are you a man after God's own heart? And is your life reflective of the Beatitudes? If your life is not reflective of the Beatitudes, and I think we can all grow and develop in that area, we need to look and search inside ourselves. So I think God's message is look inside yourself first. And when you look inside yourself first, make that change. And then God goes on, or Jesus goes on in the book of Matthew, and around the 13th chapter-ish, 17th chapter, the disciples, after he has the disciples are trying to heal someone. And when the disciples are trying to heal someone from all these, I think it's from a demon, the man doesn't get healed. And the disciples say to Jesus, how could you heal him? Why couldn't we heal him? And what did Jesus talk about? You don't have any faith. You don't have any faith. So I believe that Jesus was giving us that attitude that we need to have as a foundation for our lives to prepare us later on to understand faith. Yes. He said, you don't have any faith. But if you had faith, he would have been healed when you prayed for him. And then God talks about the kingdom of heaven is like that mustard seed. He said it's like a mustard seed. The mustard seed is very small. Somebody can pass those out. The mustard seed is very small. And it says, although it is the smallest of all seeds, when it grows, it is the largest plant. It actually grows into this humongous tree. And some people, when I was growing up, and I want you to change your mindset, when I was growing up and when I read the scripture, sometimes I think, oh, if I just have a little bit of faith, everything is going to be all right. Because it's like, I just need this little bit of faith, like this little mustard seed. That's all I need. But the mustard seed, in its DNA, it has this exponential growth. It has exponential power to reach exponential heights. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, maybe a little seed, but when you look at it in the scheme of things, it's not. It's not so little. A mustard tree is huge. It reaches far heights. Its width is huge. So in our faith, we have to think beyond just a little seed. If I just have little seed, no, I want exponential faith, just like the mustard seed. I want to grow, I want to develop, and I want to be tall, and I want to reach the heights like the mustard seed. And I believe that's what Jesus wants us to do. But first, we have to work on our attitude. But first, we have to figure out what are we doing with our attitudes, and how are we treating other people, and how are we reacting when other people treat us a certain way. And then, once we get that right, we can look at this mustard seed and say, I'm getting ready to grow. I'm getting ready for exponential growth and development. I'm going to be one of the largest trees. I'm going to reach the highest heights. The altitude is nothing on me because I can get up there. I can reach that height. So I truly believe that's what God wants for us. So your attitude determines your altitude. It's ultimately up to you. Only you can determine how high you get. If you want to stick and say, I just need a small little bit of faith, then you're going to stay small. But if you say, I have exponential faith, because there's exponential growth and exponential power, then that's where you can reach. You can get to that area. You can get wherever you want to go. But again, it begins with you. You have to make those decisions to accomplish the dreams that you want. Because you have limitless potential. And how can this be done? I believe it's done through faith and through the Beatitudes. I believe it's done through faith and the Beatitudes. So as I come to a close, I want to talk a little bit more about faith and reaching that exponential growth. So are you defining God by how you live? Are you defining God by how you live? So if you're, again, small, if you're just thinking small, what's your definition of God? Because my God is a big God. He's all powerful. He's all knowing. And he's given us power. But if I think of it as a little small thing, if God is small, I don't think I'm going to get very far. So if you think big and you think that God is the King of Kings. He is the Lord of Lords.
Yes.
He can do anything. That's where your exponential faith can grow and prosper.
Yes.
That's right.
So what is your attitude? What is your attitude? How do you see God? How do you see yourself? And do you see yourself as a child of God? Because if God is all-knowing, He has all the power, He has everything you need, He said He will supply all your needs, how do you see yourself? Are your needs supplied? Do you see yourself in that position? Do you see yourself completing your education or whatever you want to be? Do you see yourself starting that fashion business or whatever you want to do, or whatever that is, t-shirts and fashion? Do you see that? Yeah. Okay. So if you see that, you know that God can give that to you. But you have to trust and believe in Him and have faith for that exponential growth. You may start out with one little machine, but 5 years from now, you have a factory. But it all started because you thought about it and said, I can get a factory, but I know it's a process to get there. So just like the mustard seed doesn't just grow into a tree. It has to be planted. So what are you planted in? The Beatitudes should be part of that planting process. When you put the plant in the soil, and then you have to nurture it. Your body is being nurtured by the Beatitudes. So as you're nurturing your body, that's that potential for exponential growth. So I believe Jesus is telling us we got to get our minds right. I say got. We have to get our minds right. We have to get our minds right so that we're spiritually ready to shift our thinking. Until you shift your thinking, you'll always think of this as a little seed and all you need is a little faith. But when you change your mindset and move it from just a little faith to exponential growth, that's all you need. That's all you need. But God can't introduce faith to you or trust to you if all you're thinking is small. Do you trust your friends? Do you trust them just a little bit? Or do you just give them trust? I know people that go all in. When they find a friend, they trust them. Okay, this person's been my friend for 20 years or 30 years or whatever the case may be, and then something may happen. But what? Guess what? They're still their friend. They trust their friend. This is somebody that you trust. God is above all that. He's perfect. So you don't have to worry about him ever failing you like a friend. So if you think of it that way, if you have a friend that you trust, you should be trusting in God even more. Because unlike your friend, he's not going to fail you ever.
That's right.
So do you trust him to take you to that exponential growth?
Yes.
So I'm coming to the close, musicians.
Yes.